Alright, I'm back with another introless video. 12 o'clock at night, I came home from work, went straight to sleep, just saw some random, look, I've been eating a whole lot, consuming. So, with that being said, I went to sleep so I could wake up, be fully refreshed, and give y'all this video on this four-dimensional existence that I've been trying to do for probably about 2 weeks now. So, with that being said, you are now rocking with your Astroteric Guru, the owner of the Emerald Tablets, Thoth himself, your one and only. Now, when I say four-dimensional existence, first, we need to break down what the fuck a dimension is. Now, a dimension is a place, a realm, a reality. Literally, a place, a realm, a reality that you can go to and do things in. It's like a world, a whole nother world. So, the first dimension is the dimension of spirit. Spirits have energies, and energy is on a spectrum. So you got spirits like the spirit of vengeance, you feel me? You got spirits like the spirit of happiness, like, you feel me? There's plenty of spirits, and some more positive, some more negative. And then we have negative and positive. We all know that's not good and bad. It's just exactly that, negative and positive, one the other. So everybody has a spirit. Now, when I say everybody has a spirit, that spirit turns into a soul. Because you can have the spirit of vengeance, I can have the spirit of vengeance too. But we still not have the same spirit. So it's like having on shoes. You got a pair of Jordans, I got a pair of Jordans. That don't mean they're the same Jordans. And both of those Jordans will have different souls. And you can even do things like take the sole out of your sneaker and put another sole in it, or leave the sole out of your sneakers, leave the sole out of your shoes. It works the same way with people. So, spirit, soul, that's already two dimensions. Because you have the grand spirit, then everybody gets their individual spirit, which is the soul. The collective, the individual. The world, the person. Now, with that being said, another dimension would be the dimension of like physicality. Feel me? Your body. You get to swinging this around. Feel me? You have fights. Feel me? So you can have a fight with your hands. You can also fight with your words. That'll switch to a whole different dimension. That's a whole nother dimension. A whole different fight. Feel me? You can have a fight with emotions. It's a whole nother fight. But back to this four-dimensional reality. Now, they told you we lived in the 3D world because they wanted you to focus on body, mind, and soul. But if you focus on body, you want to look good. Focus on mind, you want to be smart. You focus on soul, you want to be a good person. But the gateway to all three of those, to being better at all three of those, is the fourth dimension of emotion. Now, I'll speak about dimensions in another dimension, shapes. One dimension is a line. It's just one dimension. Two dimensions is an L. See? It's one dimension. Here's the other dimension. Three dimensions is a triangle. 4 dimensions, that's a square or a rectangle. So, with that being said, you can even bring these dimensions, same 4 dimensions, we're going to bring them into the earth. Notice that's a dimension. I brought it in. So in and out is a dimension. Up and down is a dimension. Left and right is a dimension. Back and forth, that's a dimension. You can also, the same way you can go outside, you come inside, you can go outside yourself and inside yourself. You can, like, from when you walk back and forth to the store, you can go back and forth between meditating and being in the world. Like, so we are dimensional beings. It's truthfully 9 dimensions in all. And those 9 dimensions even expand into 108 dimensions. Yeah, 108 dimensions, because it's still 9, so 108. There you go. But it's 108 dimensions in all. I'm probably good in about 90 of them, don't even know about 70 of them. So it's just knowing how to maneuver. Sometimes it's feelings. Feelings can't be explained, but you have to filter. If I feel something, and I think I'm thinking, I'm ignoring the fact that my feelings are making my thoughts go in a different direction than they normally would. But if I'm thinking first, I'll wait and I'll know the feeling that I'm looking for. You'll know what feeling should accompany you. No, I don't feel right. Like, you feel me? Man, I think my girl love me, but something would be like, no, she don't. So it's not gonna feel right. But if you feel like your girl love me, you might not know she don't. She might be doing the wild thing. You just like, man, she love me. She love me. But, I mean, it's however, feel me? It's different strokes for different folks. Wise man told me don't argue with fools, because people from a distance can't tell who is who. So, it's shout to Jay-Z on that one. It's not my bar. But, yeah. It's really what it boiled down to. You've got to become better within these dimensions. I mean, mentally is a dimension. So you got to smarten your mentality. You got to sharpen your mindset. You got to constantly learn. Because every time it's time for you to grow, God gonna make you uncomfortable. So it's like you gonna be in pain on the way to success, but it's gonna hurt not succeeding as well. It's gonna hurt not even trying. Like, action overcomes anxiety. So, if I could sit here with my anxiety like, oh, I don't think my life gonna turn out good. Man, I'm not even smart enough to make it where I want to make it to. Like, everybody keep telling me you gotta read books and blah, 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 blah. I don't want to read no books. I guess I'm just not gonna be rich then. Fuck them, I don't care. They can hate anyway. I'm still gonna do what I want. What happens is you ground yourself in anxiety. You start building a house there on anxiety lane. Start, you know what? I ain't gonna never come out this house. I'm gonna stay right here in my anxiety. And every time somebody get on my fucking nerves, what I'm gonna do is come to my little anxiety box and never figure out life. So what you're doing is, every time you get inside your box, everybody else that's having anxiety is like, man, fuck that. I'm gonna just keep going and shit. And they fighting their way through it. And then they noticing like, it's been so long since I had anxiety. Damn, I don't have anxiety no more. Because they fighting through it. But meanwhile, when you come out your box, the whole scenery done changed. Time done passed you. Now you like, damn, I gotta get back in my groove. You should have never got the fuck out of it. Simple and plain. But once again, I'm happy I could bring you this information, drop these gems, shed any light on your situation. I'd be glad to. Any and every chance I get. Hopefully these videos touch the heart, the mind, the soul of at least one person that sees them. And if you can, give me a like and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Thank you and good night.